Now let's get into some green lights. So this is what to look for when you are actually thinking of saying yes to starting a new coaching program or hiring that new consultant or coach. So you are their ideal avatar and they understand your industry like the back of their hand. Let's just say this coach I hired, this coaching program I went through, they didn't really understand the industry I was in. They understood how to create really good offers, but they didn't understand the industry I was in. And they didn't understand my avatar, which I didn't have an avatar, which was probably another red light. I was not ready. I did not have my ideal client. I did not have my ideal client picked out. I was too broad. I didn't have any sales experience. So I wasn't a fit for the program. So, for example, I'm going through another coaching program because I'm always needing to learn and how to grow myself. And so I hired Brian Hood because he helps creative freelancers. And at this time, I would, consider myself a creative freelancer, small business owner, and he understands the world of podcasting and content marketing. So even though he's helping out music producers, web designers, and audio engineers, other creatives, he understands the podcast market and the content marketing market, and that's what I am in. So, all right, green light. He understands my industry. Does the coach or the coaching program understand your industry, your pain points, and how to solve those? All right, green light number 2, real guarantees. Do they have some real guarantees? And when you're reading the fine print, it's just no refunds because I'm giving you my intellectual property. I guess, for example, I'm just going to go through the program I entered. Because I hire them, right? So what's their real guarantee? If I do not land a client going through their system, then they will give me my investment back and keep working for me for free until I make that investment back. And even they do have stipulations, meaning you have to do our system and our processing, right? But you can always say it's not working and you can refund. You can get a full refund. You can get a full refund even though they gave you all that work, all that intellectual property after 12 months of working for them. If you still never land a client going through their system, which might seem impossible because they have a really good system, I can still get all my money back. So I'm not nervous about it. All right. So green light number 3, they actually have an application process. They are willing to say no to you. You have to pass their first phase of evaluation. And if you answer all their questions correctly and you are a good fit for you, they'll say yes. But they're also willing to say no for you if you're not a good fit. Because you don't want to hire a coach who's going to say yes to everyone. You're going to want to hire a coach who's saying yes to their ideal clients who they know they can specifically help out. So they have an application process and you go through it. And if they say yes to that, that is another green light. All right. Green light number 4, they have true references and testimonials. And they're more than happy to give you the contact information for those references and testimonials. I'll give you this because I went through Brian's program a couple years ago and I exited. I saw a lot of great success and I was at that point where I didn't need to move on to the next part of his program, so I got out of it. And I would receive maybe a couple of people saying, "Hey, I heard you went through his program. Will you give me some insight?" And so I was giving them some insight onto it. And then I kept getting too many requests. So I asked them to, "Hey, let's hold off on sending me this because they're getting a lot of people sending me stuff." But if they're happy to give you the contact information of the past clients, that is going to be a green light. And if their references and testimonials on their websites, their YouTube channels, their podcasts, they're true, valid, and licit, then that's another green light. Okay, and this next and 5th green light is going to be, I think, one of the most valuable ones. It's because they share your values. And this is especially important at the premium level. If you're paying someone $25K, $50K, $75K or above, I know sometimes you might be just looking for the result that they may have, but you need to share the same values they have because you're supporting their mission, their ministry, their program. Make sure that they are a coach or consultant of integrity, of virtue, of faith. If someone doesn't understand what it's like to be married and have multiple kids and trying to raise a faith-filled household, y'all are going to be on different levels of business and value and an understanding of the human existence itself. So look into their overall philosophy on life, and if it matches yours, that is going to be a green light. Hey, thank you so much for watching this segment of Inside the Offer. For the full conversation, please click the link below in the description. And make sure you like and subscribe so you will always get notified on when new content is released. And if you're a business coach or consultant that's looking to implement a content marketing system that actually drives traffic and sales for your business, then go to insidetheoffer.com/content to learn more.